play. So it was up to I trusted, to use your word, Micah, I trusted you. And by the way, did he get double teamed? Sure, he gets double teamed. So did Lawrence Taylor. So did Charles Haley. So did all the great ones got double teamed. You split it. You
figure it out.
You just figure it out.
Right.
You out scheme it. You can do 1,000 things. If you're that dude, you're that. You just they can't block you. I watched Charles Haley, number 94, and I would just marvel at that. He would get chipped by the back every single time, and he would just blow both of them up and get his hands on the quarterback. It's just not good enough. And by the way, I'm going to flip this real quick to Kyle Shanahan. You played for this team and for that coach. They were all raving about sort of a hype video that Kyle put together featuring DeMarcus Lawrence that they showed to the team on Saturday night at the final big team meeting. And it featured DeMarcus Lawrence of my Dallas Cowboys, who, by the way, also ghosted the other night. I never even heard his name. He had 4 unassisted tackles. But they showed the clip of him after the Jets game when he proclaimed, "We're the best defense in the world. We don't care about anybody else. They've got to come match our energy, and nobody can do it." And all this story I'm reading quoted 5 49ers that said they were out of their minds after they saw DeMarcus Lawrence say that basically to them. Diamador Lenore said they were into the hype. They wanted all the clicks and stuff. We play football. That's what we do.
This sounds like this coach in Oregon stuff.
Yep, I got it. And Kyle Juszczyk, who is no little patsy himself. He's one of the more physical 49ers.
He scored against Dallas.
He did. He's fired up after we watched that. We were like, we're supposed to go to sleep now? Okay, well, you've been there. You felt that. Okay, so does that work in reverse? Can Kyle use Dallas against Dallas in the Saturday night meeting and push all the right motivational buttons?
Absolutely.
Okay? Sure he can.
Absolutely, because what happens, Skip, in those situations, you tend to get tidbit reminders of what you got prior to the game, whatever it is. It's not bulletin board material put up all over the locker room. All it is remember what they said. Remember what he said, that he was better than you. Remember that. So when you go out there from the outset, boom, you already got fire coming out your hair. You already are ready to go, where the Dallas Cowboys from the gate started off with a 15-yard penalty on the first play.
First play, you grab a face mask. It's just, it's so undisciplined. You're not ready.
They were not ready at all in that situation. Yeah. And so then it starts to continue to go in the direction that Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers wanted to go. And by the time you look up, it's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we got 21, you got 7. And it's halftime. We should have 28 to your nothing at halftime.
Right. Okay. And at the same time, you heard Micah Parsons say things like, they didn't do anything special. We beat ourselves. On 3rd and 14 to Deebo Samuel? Well, no. You guys threw that pass against yourself? No,
they did do something special. They ran the reverse pass to Kittle for a touchdown. That was a special play.
Yeah, that was special.
That was a special play that you were not prepared for.
But the rest of the other 2 touchdowns weren't special plays. He dropped back, and you know what he did? He used their aggression against him. This play right here, this is just special players. This is a special player. Fred Warner is a special player. Spotlight's not too big for him. I didn't hear Fred Warner say after the game, "It's on site, Dallas." I didn't hear him say before the game, "Man, this game means so much more to me." He showed on tape that it meant more to him. He showed on tape that, hey, I got this work for you. I'm one of the best. I'm the best middle linebacker in football right now. George Kittle sitting there saying, "Hey, this is why they pay me the big bucks."
Play right there.
This is a special play. But this is why they pay me the big bucks. Because I make big plays in big games in big situations. Right here, they drew this play up. This is a Trey Lance special. Because right there, usually George Kittle goes to the corner of the end zone.
Yeah, it's time
what they did was adjust it. They said, hey, we're going to fake to the corner of the end zone and go post, because that's not what we put on tape. That's not what Trey Lance knows. What Trey Lance knows is I go to the corner. And guess what? What Donovan Wilson was looking for, him to go to the corner, wide open in the middle of the end zone. So when you talk about we beat ourselves, You're not being honest with yourself. And when you're not being honest with yourself, that's the difference between this defense, this leadership, and other Dan Quinn great defenses, is that when we went into team meetings with Pete Carroll, I could have had 2 interceptions in the game. He's going to, in front of the entire team, 69, 65 players, staff, training staff, everybody, he's going to put the bad plays up and say, hey, Sherm, you got beat right here. What happened? Your effort isn't good enough. You got to be better. And I'm going to say, yes, sir, coach, you're right. I got to be better. He's going to do the same thing to Cam Chancellor, Marshawn Lynch, Doug Baldwin, Brandon Browner, all the best players, Cliff Averill, Bobby Wagner. And you know what we're going to say? We're going to say, yes, sir, we got to be better. It don't matter how the game went. But when your leaders are sitting there saying, man, they didn't do nothing to us. This was us. We should have beat them.
Skip, who is the leader on the Dallas Cowboys defense?
Well, it should be 11, but the leader's missing now. He's out for the year. The cornerback. Yep.
Okay.
That's a problem. So my biggest issue right now with Micah is he got owned again by the 49ers, and he won't own that. You have to own, if you're the leader of the team at some point, when it's 42-10, you have to say, we got our asses kicked. Now we start over, but you have to first own it. He's so childlike to me still, hasn't matured into that leader I want him to be. You guys have kids. You turn to your kid, you say, did you break that? No, I didn't break that. I didn't break that.
Well,
I didn't break that.
I didn't break it. And it's only us two here.
Right.
So somebody else broke it.
Who broke it? Micah, who broke it? You broke it, and you won't own it. You're just like a little kid said, I didn't break it. I didn't. Yes, you did. You got broken in half, right?
And I think I think he'll learn from these mistakes along the way?
Yeah,
I think he will learn from mistakes along the way. I think he will look back at what he said with the Kittle situation and what the 49ers did to them, and he'll try to build up on that. I don't think all of a sudden you're going to continue to see this week in and week out from him.
Okay, but Keyshawn, he starts off this clip that we just saw with, yeah, he caught 3 touchdown passes, but there's no but. You can't go a but off that. Like, that's it. That's it. Period. End of story,
I'm here to try to help you. Okay, calm down.
He's going. Look,
and I want you to believe in the young man to a whole nother level. So I'm trying to work with you here.
I'm turning you back into a microman.
He's going to get better from this. He's going to mature. This is only his 3rd year in the league.
I'm just trying to help
This is a learning moment for him, though. If in your growth as a player, you have to learn from this. You have to learn,
absolutely.
Hey, it's on me. Even when it's not on you, it's on you, because what you mean to that defense and what kind of player you've been in this league. You've been an all-pro both of your first 2 years. Like, the responsibility falls on you, fairly or unfairly. So you got to learn from this, and you got to say, hey, that's on me. I'm going to be better. That's it.
And by the way, I take some blame here, because to start last football season, not this one, but a year ago, what do you got? I lost all my excuses. I found my results. Who said that?
No, I keep that in my phone.
That's your
from
mantra?
Years ago. Yes.
When I lost all of my excuses, I found my results. Oh, that makes sense.
So he needs to understand that right there.
Okay.
That's what he needs to understand.
All right.
Stop making excuses, and just go out there and get the results.
I do take some blame, because we created a hype video, thanks to the great DJ Steve Porter, that we started showing early last year, because I thought he was on his way to being Defensive Player of the Year. Okay? It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, and he probably won't get that this year.
He probably. Okay, but going into the year, he was the prohibitive favorite to win it, even though
100%.
The guy in San Francisco won it last year.
100%. The problem is, statistically, in that game, plus his statistics, have taken people off of that bandwagon.
Mm-hmm. You got to show up in the big primetime games when everybody watching. 26 million record 26 million people watching. You got a chance to make a statement. Your statement you made wasn't good enough.
It was not. All right, now we got to move to the other side of the ball. This is the question plaguing my existence right now. Should this be Dak's last year in Dallas, or should Jerry recommit to him long term?